Shorty Q, and if you knew what it do, I hope you come part of the Q crew. It's free to subscribe. This is voice of reason type content, but I'll let you decide. I hope you subscribe. So let's talk about this video. I really wanted to talk about this. I really appreciate this video right here because it gives me a little bit of hope that some men out here can show accountability and grow and learn. And I feel like this young man definitely has done that. So let's get right in this video that I'm reacting to. It's just a short, but I'm going to pause it and give my input on each one. 5 things I learned from my previous relationship. Let's get into it. Now let's go back a little bit. So the first one says your partner will not meet all your needs. So basically, that's when we talk about that self-love and that self-care. A lot of people put on your partner that they're supposed to do certain things for you, and they're supposed to bring certain things to the table. But those are your negotiable. There's some of those things have to be negotiated. Not your ones that are non-negotiables. Like cheating, for example, we're not talking about those type of things. That's just not going to happen. You know, if that is your boundary, if that's something that you're just not going to tolerate, then that's it. But certain things that they're referring to is you being happy. Now, someone is not responsible for your happiness in that sense. You're supposed to have that already within you. Like, regardless of what that person is doing or deterring from you, they're not going to sit up here and stop your show or stop you from being happy. But only you will really know what I'm referring to unless you had that healing within self-love for yourself. But let's continue. Let's get to 2. They should meet you emotionally, physically. Physical safety needs. You need identity outside of your relationship. That is so true. I love that he explained that part. They should meet your emotional needs. Like if you're crying, you're upset, and you're not happy about something, or someone's passed away, or you're upset about work, they should be able to be there for you and meet your emotional needs there, and be able to just listen or hear you out or be that sounding board. Sometimes people just don't want your input. They just venting. And they should be able to comfortably be that and be vulnerable with their significant other. Some people get so wrapped up in their relationships that they lose themselves and haven't found an outlet that they should be doing, or they just be all up underneath each other. That's a lot of relationships do that. They, especially female, they just drop all their friends and everything, and then when things don't work out, then they all up under you all of a sudden. Really? Like, you should have been doing that while you were still in the relationship. What was the point of you dropping your friends? That makes no sense to me. Number 2, it says you want to spend time alone. Yeah, I think people are starting to wise up about that. Like, when it's not that I don't want to be with you or don't want to spend time with you. It's that I just need my alone time. I need my space. If someone doesn't respect that, it just really doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you should be able to want to have your alone time too and reconnect with yourself. Whether you're an extrovert or an introvert, and introverts may want more time to themselves than an extrovert. still allow that person to have that time. Alone time isn't a sign that the relationship is bad. Find a balance, right? Because everyone's different. It's good to exercise and get a lot of that, just get all of that off of you. It's really good for mental stimulation because, as doctors have stated, your brain is a muscle and it always working to take care of your body on a daily basis. So when you have all these overwhelming things going on in your life, it really helps to exercise and release all of that out. Which I'm having a hard time finding time to exercise and get that done. But like when I was consistent, I definitely did see a difference. But I used to exercise all the time, so I know the benefits from it versus when I wasn't exercising more, you know, more often. Says finding others attractive is normal, but it's important to discuss boundaries. These boundaries differ and should be clear. 100. Like I when I first saw the short and I saw that, I was so happy that someone actually mentioned this because when I was with my partner, like he would see fat booty when the ladies walked by or he saw another woman is attractive. I was not phased when he said like, "Oh, did you see that lady over there?" I said, "No." And he would be like, "Oh, she looks so pretty," and I'll look back and I'll look at her outfit or whatever. And I'll say, "Oh, she's beautiful." Or he said, "Did you see that lady?" I'll be like, "No, what are you talking about?" He's like, "She had a big ass." I was like, "Oh, I saw that too. That's very pretty, nice size." I'm not attracted like that, but I can compliment a lady on their shape, you know? So, but did he go pursue her? No. Some people found that disrespectful, but we had an understanding. You know, it's one thing about talking about it versus you acting upon it. It's not that damn crucial. And you have to have a certain maturity level to be able to take that. Now, if you just don't want to hear it, you don't want to, like, you don't, especially if, like, just mention it. It's not a big deal. Like, we spoke on that, right? Now, it's one thing if you sit up there and see a lady walking by and you all like this and you with me. For real, it is not that crucial. You are with somebody, have the respect. Because if I did the same to you, you would be ticked off. And vice versa, I would do the same to him, but not as often as he does. He did, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. But then if you get offended that I complimented somebody and oh you want some man that has all those muscles. No. Oh, they got this, they got that, or no, I was just complimenting them. Now that's a problem. Like you shouldn't be insecure because I complimented somebody. And it makes you look back at yourself. Because you know dang well I'm with you and I love you. And if I have to remind you, I will. But don't let that be a common, occurrence over and over again. Now, I already said my piece. Now, do I need to break up with you and find somebody else that can be more mature about this? Because it's not that crucial. I ain't never had no problems with that. With anybody I've ever been with. And if y'all got a problem with that, that is on y'all. That is not y'all's relationship. And that's nowhere near the reason why I'm not with them now. Alright. You both will change. Man. Now this one definitely need to be said. Like when so I think people are not realizing when you're in a relationship and y'all first meet, You are still the same person, but you're supposed to grow and evolve into a more mature person. And some people feel that and feel intimidated or feel less than because their significant other is maturing more or further than they are, but they don't want to change and move and do better for themselves. Like, let's move as a unit. We all evolve. We're all supposed to evolve and grow. If you're not, you're stagnant and you're not doing what you need to do for your own self healing to be where you should be. If you feel stagnant, if you got anxiety, if you got depression, if you have any type of mental that is holding you back, it's up to you to make those changes. Because it will trickle into your relationship. I understand people keep talking about we all shouldn't change for another person, and that is true. But there's a certain extent of change that needs to be done within the relationship. Like, if you're a person that likes to just throw their towels on the floor, now that's something that needs to change when you're with your significant other, unless y'all fine with that. Some people are, have a very tendency about their cleaning regimen, and they have to have certain things picked up and cleaned up. Like when you live with somebody, you start to learn more about someone. But those could be a problem. And there's nothing wrong if you broke up with somebody over that. It's their hygiene. Like, it's not meeting. And it's going to constantly be a mental burden to you. So, this is your life. Don't sit up here and be a burden to somebody else. Have some decorum. But these are just examples from multiple other things that it could be that, you want to have a conversation about change. We're not talking about you as a person as a whole. We're just talking about little small things in a relationship that makes you easy flow together. He's saying the things that that I was talking about. As you grow and age, your likes, dislikes, habits, etc. will change. And that is okay. So, in order to keep up with that, that's why people express about dating. You're supposed to be able to date at least once or more a week. Like not a week, but a month. Like once a week would be really nice, but like if it's hard to do that, twice a month, or if the schedule is really really strict, at least once a month. Nothing less than that. Like, how are you going to know who the person that you have been with this whole time and catching up with their life if y'all moving separate? If you never reconnecting at all. And I'm talking about you guys one-on-one. Not bringing no friends, not bringing no family members, not no group outing, and no children. Just adult on adult conversation. It would be nice to connect once a week. But if that's not capable, which I really feel like if you do once a month, it's still not going to be enough. Because about time that once a month come in, things have already trickled and gotten worse, and you're catching up way behind where you should be. But as long as it's actually being done, when are you reconnecting? When are you guys talking? Like, oh, we speak every night for some hours. You need more than that. More than just, well, I guess that may be enough. Like after, 4 o'clock, after you get the kids to bed and have your dinner, that may be enough within those hours because y'all connect every day. But I really feel like pretty positive. A date night of just not having to worry about tomorrow and just have free time to be able to really get out everything you guys have been going through for weeks on end. Talk about your finances. Get the communication going and flowing about certain things that happen throughout the week or throughout the month. It's needed. If there's no communication, there is no relationship. So when are y'all gonna communicate these type of things that's going on? We're not entertainers, even though that could be your occupation, it still doesn't mean you're supposed to be on the clock 24/7. It can be a sign of stability. It's not always pure excitement. But yes, those are very good points. 5 things I learned from my previous relationship. I learned a lot from my previous relationship. I wonder if I should make a video about what I've learned. I definitely need to write it down because I didn't think about that till now. Let me know if you guys want to know. Because that's a lot. A couple of things is on my mind, but how am I going to articulate it? That's the tea. But that is it for this video. I just wanted to speak on this short. I really like those 5 points that he's mentioned. I love to see that type of growth, and that is what relationships are. If it didn't work out, learn from it. Learn from it. It's going to make you stronger. And it's really truth too. I'd rather have been loved than never been loved. Because then you really know how a motherfucker fuck with you like that again. Let's learn from it and not stay on the rat wheel. Still keep going through the same cycles. What? That's not what we're here for. We're supposed to be growing and learning, evolving, and doing better in life. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, remember you guys, you're beautifully, wonderfully made. Only you can make that change. I see you guys on the next video. Deuces. Don't let what broke you hold you back from a joyous future. Leave the heavy baggage in your past. You don't need it for the next part of your journey.